man, that's too funny. Either they left in a hurry or this fell off while it was working. This is the Amish guy's hat. We're out here on a Saturday and his hat was sitting here by the porch. I think I'll put it inside in case it rains for him. At least on the front porch here. There we go. You think Mr. Graber has more than one Amish hat, Tony? Hey, Cindy Lynn here.
And Tony.
Bridgeview Adventures, and we are already hot and sweaty. We're here on a Saturday, and we've kind of been cleaning up the land a little bit, doing some burning of some brush piles and cleaning up some trash and different things, but it's really hot outside, so that's why we're sweaty and our faces are red. But pretty much every time you see us working at the land, our faces are red. So.
Come inside for the shade.
Yeah, it's hot.
Do some indoor stuff for now.
Some things that we may have changed now that the pole barn is, what, 3/4 the way done?
Of his work, yeah.
Yeah.
Framing.
Oh, right, because, well, Tony and I, this is early July, and we have to be out of our apartment by the end of August. So we will be right back here in our motorhome. So we're going to be living in that for a while because, as you can see behind us here, this is all unfinished. This is how it's going to be when we move in. So, yeah, how exciting is that? It's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. So we're going to try to get most of that finished ourselves, maybe hire a few contractors to do the drywall, and I don't know. We'll see as we get into it, but we have plans to do most of it ourselves. Ooh, that breeze feels good. So anyway, some of the things that we would change, especially me, is we did a video earlier of how we had to change the larger window for an egress way in, an easier way in. And I wish that we would have made all of the windows large. And then we also, I'll go in here and show, we wish we would have put some transom windows up there.
If you look at the other side.
Yeah, we'll look at the other side here.
The other side has a transom window.
Yeah, see, that's over the kitchen though.
Right, but there's a loft up there, so that was kind of like a window over the workbench, or over your desk.
Mm-hmm. Right, so the loft.
We don't know if we're going to put a loft, but
yeah, we're
we
not
have
100%
that option.
sure.
But we wish we would have put it also on this wall. It would have just symmetrical. It's going to be a big blank wall, so we're like, all right, we would have had a window up there or whatever.
But we have two windows up there. So that's in like the front of the living room, and then this is going to be big French doors that haven't come in yet. They are actually behind schedule from Lowe's, so we're waiting on those.
9 feet.
Yeah, it's pretty wide. So that'll add some more light. So we are happy with the 9-foot door, so I'm glad that we did that.
Now, the windows we put in are 4 foot by 3 foot. 3 foot wide by 4 foot long. And we did that because the wainscot outside, we have a wainscot that goes all the way around the barn. We did that because the wainscot comes up to 3 foot, and then we were going the windows up. When you go with the bigger window that's a foot deeper, it's down in the wainscot. So that looks okay, but we wanted to put shutters on the sides. It was just kind of a whole bunch of things involved in it. But we ended up having to put a 3x5 in the bedroom.
Yeah, as you can see, so here's the normal size of all of our windows. But then we had to put in the larger window per the building inspector. So this is the larger one. So it does look quite a bit longer than the regular windows. But, I mean, it's not a deal breaker. We just see now that the larger window is nicer. So, if there's anyone out there that's going to be building a pole barn, make sure you get the larger windows. And lots of transom windows.
Probably the same in the garage also. We put the transom.
Yeah, let's go show them there. Yeah, there's two on each side, but still.
Yeah, I would have put 5 or 6 of them down the side just for light. I mean.
Oh, and the other thing is we have a smaller garage door over here. Well, I hang on a second. There we go. We have a smaller garage door over here, and we wish that we would have gotten windows at the top of the garage door. So it's just a solid one. But now we see all of the garage doors are solid, even the big ones in the front. So we kind of wish the side one would have had the windows at the top. So windows, 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 lots of light, very important. So we thought we had tons of windows, but obviously for a pole barn, because it's so tall, it adds like a lot of extra shade on the inside. So there's way more square footage and space that doesn't have windows than has windows, so it makes it darker on the inside. Anything else, Tony? What about some things that we really like? One of my favorites is this sidewalk that goes all the way down the side of the pole barn. So it starts there and then all the way to the front porch and connects to the front porch and around.
I like how he did all of the doors.
Oh yeah.
With these insets that come back into here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an inset, and then he ramped it down. This is so your garage door comes in and goes down in this gap, down in the bottom, so water can't come up and come into your garage. That's a good idea.
Yes.
And he did that on all the doors. I didn't ask for that. That's just something he does. And that was
that was really nice.
That was a nice touch.
And then we love our concrete pad that's outside of the pole barn. So we can pull in and we can leave cars out here because our driveway is going to be gravel. So we have this pad and we can park the RV on it. We can park cars. So we have, how big is this pad? 32 by 40. So we can, wash our cars out here, wash the Polaris, anything we need. Heck, we could pull the backhoe up here and play basketball, cornhole, whatever you want. So we love this pad. And then Tony put in those lights this week. I think they look pretty cool. I like the lights. There's one above this one too. So, yeah. So other than that, we still have to wait till we get the rest of the living quarters done to see what we like and don't like. There's one more feature here that's pretty cool, which is this is a bathroom. So I just came in through the hallway. This is going to be a bathroom. So you can access this bathroom from the laundry room over there on that side or from this hallway that comes in the pole barn. So it has two entrances. I really like that.
Because you can come through the garage door
Mm-hmm.
when you've been out working.
Mm-hmm. Into the laundry room.
Drop your clothes in the laundry room, come in here, jump in the shower.
Yeah, or you can come in this entrance. So this is a wide door entrance.
Or just use this as, whenever people are here, they can just come in a normal door. That was just kind of an added door.
We haven't figured out the stairs yet.
Well,
we have been
they're
fighting.
figuring it's going where it's going unless we change it after he leaves,
Well, the deal is that we contemplated forever on, do we put the stairs right here in the middle of everything, which is going to block off the kitchen from the living room. Right now, they're coming down the side of the living room here, where this metal ladder is. So they're coming down onto a platform and into the living room. So it is cutting off some of the living room space. So we have contemplated adding a spiral staircase.
Right, it's just that the spiral staircases stick out almost 5 to 6 feet in diameter. They're not small.
Mm-hmm.
We have company. Shouldn't have left the gate unlocked. 5 to 6 feet in diameter. So we'll see. As soon as he gets done, he leaves, then we'll be in here with our measuring tapes.
Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually.
This is the most important part.
Yeah.
5 foot. I think this is on about 24 inches deep, or something like that. 23 and a half because of the plumbing or whatever. This is the bar, the coffee bar and bar. But
Coffee till cocktails. That's the name of our bar.
We got plumbing right there on the back side going into the bathroom. So we're gonna run plumbing out here and have us a little a small wash basin there at the bar, so at least you could wash your glasses out or whatever.
Yeah.
Siding 101. Now, after playing with the contractor's snips, I went out and got me a set. Now I had straight ones, another pair, but so there's 3 different types of clips, of trimmers. These are for cutting straight lines. This one cuts if you're turning to the right, and this one cuts if you're turning to the left because of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
And after I used his, that's when I said, oh yes. Now the straight ones are, made for cutting just that, a straight line. If you try to go around a corner though, it binds up in the corner over here and it's hard to turn. So if you use the right hand corner ones, then it makes corners a lot smoother. I'm trying to figure out which one's. Yeah, it goes around the corner real easy.
Mm-hmm.
And that way you can cut a hole out for a socket box or a light box or a hole or whatever, and it makes a good clean circle.
Nice.
And then the other one will cut left hand, or you can just keep going around this way with this one. Good tools.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what I did here is we're trying to find out where we want to put the lights on the sides of the openings. So I'm going to have a box, an electrical box, and I want it to be right under this beam, nailed to it. So I come on the inside, I feel for where the divots are in the siding outside. I want it centered in the middle. So there's the 2 ridges. So I basically put it where the center is. Then I take my pencil and I draw my circle of where it is outside, of where it is. So there's my circle. So then I really want to do my cutting. I have to do the cutting from outside. So then I take a very small drill bit and I go around and I drill where those lines are.
Like a template.
So I'm making a template. So then I come outside.
In the sun.
And I look at where my holes are. And I line the box back on the holes where I just drilled. Draw my circle again.
Mm-hmm.
All the way around. And then that tells me where my hole goes.
Nice.
And
There's
then,
one on each side.
yes. So now I'll put a bigger drill bit on to start my cut.
Mm-hmm. Well, there she blows. Tony can do his hand puppet show now.
I think I'm just a little bit small.
Oh, so you got to go around it
Yeah, I
again?
gotta turn this way. Clean it up. Oh, that cuts.
Peeping Tom. Peeping Cindy.
Got our hole cut.
Yeah.
And this sits, pops through just like that. Now I want it to be flush on the outside. I don't want it sticking through.
Mm-hmm.
You can, but not much. You know.
Yeah. There's the light.
Okay.
The light.
All right. Then I'll run the wire into it.